you are seeing everything clearly. It's a very early morning for me, and I am actually going to start with our today's stream because we usually don't make the streams at such hour, but because I have some holidays, I already decided that it might be actually a good idea to try to stream at this hour and see how this is going to work. So we are today alone with me. I am just going to start sending information that the stream is on, especially at such hour. So it will help us gain some more people around. And okay, well, my name is Urias, and I was told last time that it might be actually quite a good idea that you learn some more about me before I will be starting to doing the readings. So I believe I should say some more about myself. So I am Urias. You might already meet me with some more in another streams and get my readings. But right now I am doing this solo, so it might be just about me in general a bit. I am from Poland, and I was born in a witch family, so I was starting learning about witchcraft and herbs and correspondences in general when I was a young child. I learned to make a divination when I was around 8 years old, probably even earlier, but this is my earliest memory of me doing some sort of readings in a school time in general. I was doing it for some um, carnival fun, I suppose. I was even getting my first deck, but I was learning from my mother's deck. She doesn't let me use it anymore, but as much as she doesn't know, sometimes I'm using it too. But in general, I am a witch, and when I started working with spirits, I was on my university. I was finishing my university, and that was quite a while ago. And that was the first time I was actually starting working with spirits, and I was always attracted to the darker spirits. So I started working with demons and fallen angels and everything like that. And these are main spirits I am actually working with. But I also worked with light angels, I also worked with fairies, dragons, anything actually what is friendly towards me and what my guides decided that is safe for me to work with. As I mentioned, I usually work with demons. My main guide is Azazel, and I am usually focusing on working on my past lives and gaining my own power. This is my main reason to actually be here. And usually I am also working with elements. I love working with elements, but not every element is very funny for me. And I am actually working mostly with the darkness and fire. They are two elements I am very deeply connected with, the same way I am feeling about some pantheons. I am usually connected with Sumerian and Celtic pantheons, and these are the spirits I am working with mostly too. Sumerian, if you didn't know, is very deeply connected with the demons and angels in general. The Celtic one is connected with fairies. I love fairies. I have fairy aspect too, but that's for another time, I suppose. But I also wanted you to see my decks, because I am using so many decks that you might actually want to get a reading from one specific. I am usually trying to adjust the decks for the way you're asking your question, but you can see I will show you that all I could find at least, because pretty much of them. My tarot deck for using for people at least. This is the medieval Scorpioni deck. This one is very deeply connected with emotions, and I was given that deck by my friend when I was on university. I don't like how it's looking like, but this deck keeps coming back over and over to me, and I decided to actually try using it for others. It was given by my friend, and she was getting it from her grandma, who was also doing the tarot readings, but she was living from making the tarot readings, and was very experienced in readings in general. And I have to say, my readings really improved as I received that deck. So that's one I am using for others. I have also another deck. Let me find it. This was the first deck I was actually getting on my own from the tarot list. I don't know the name, it was just having name tarot and nothing else. You can see it's in Polish because, as I mentioned, I am Polish, and the names of the cards are in Polish, everything is in Polish. It's very colorful deck, and I adore it for that exactly, because it have colors, much of the colors. And this was the one I was using to do my first readings in general, so it's always with me. Sometimes I feel like using it, sometimes I feel like don't, and it's okay for me. I didn't use it in a while, but it's making reading sometimes easier than the Scorpioni. Scorpioni is more connected with the emotions in general. And yes, you will receive the free readings too, if you wish, of course. You need to follow us to getting a free reading and write your question on the chat. I will be actually doing that, but please be sure that you follow first. And if you were actually having a reading before from us and you want a new one, please do a little donation. We ask you just for making it as an energy exchange, but you can donate how much you want. So even $1 will be fine. If you know that you can't spare more, it's okay. And we are always trying our best with the readings and everything like that. Okay, one more about our decks. This is one in Polish. I have 3 decks in Polish, which are oracles, because I showed you my tarot decks. I have more, of course, tarot decks, but they are used for my private purposes. I am not going to use them for any other person, so I'm not going to show them on the stream. But I have plenty of oracles. This one and two more, are in Polish. So I am going to show one. I am sorry, that was my message. And this one, the light power of angels. I should translate it like that. This is angelic deck, and I personally like it for one thing. Not only it has angels here, but it also says information about the angels in general. So if you are having a card, you might notice in the little booklet that you have everything about the angel. So you have presented the angel, the name of the angel, and the ritual you can do with that angel, and also getting prayers for invoking the angel. And it have also explaining about angels in general, a little help and so on. So it's very friendly if you want to actually focusing on the angels and angelic influence around you. It also have the dark angels, and yes, it have dark angels card, Lucifer, Ahriman, and Satan. These are 4 cards which are dark cards, and they are connected with this light force of the angels in general. But I actually enjoy the rituals because they are based on the meditation, really, and you can, I hope you can say that correctly, and they are very, very powerful too, because they are helping you to actually connect with angel in general. It's very, and it's also showing not only names of the angels in general. This is the end of the card, but also the flames, and you have like this one, the angels of the blue flame, for example. This is the card. These are Elohims. You have so many angels shown here, and it's really, really very funny deck in general. I am not exactly fan of the art. Some cards are cute, some aren't. I have some specific taste if it goes for the cards in general. So, and this deck was literally a gift from my human mother. So, and it was in the time when I wasn't even a fan of working with angels in general. I didn't use it for years, honestly. This was very long time when I wasn't using it, and I started like 2 years ago, I suppose. So it was just lying down and doing nothing because, yeah, no one was actually using it at all. But okay, let's get in more. We have also the gifts of the elven world. This is another one in Polish. This one is a little broken because it's so old already. But it's showing you a little fairy. It's showing you like this, a description of the little image of the card, a description of the fairy. It's showing you where they are from, their main thoughts, and suggestions from the card in general. So this is what this one is in general showing. It's pretty cute one, and I love fairies, anything related with fairies. So this deck is also a very good one. This is the ending of the cards, and let me show you the cards. I am just randomly showing you cards. This is anything connected with the fairies, so I suppose that's the best one. They are pretty cute over there. It have a little gnomes and have fairies. Let me find the fairy. Like this. There's another gnome. The gnomes are pretty funny over there. Let me find the fairy. See? That art is actually quite funny, and I enjoy using that deck too. It's pretty one because it helps you actually getting sort out your emotions, because this is what I am using it for. It's really connected deeply with the emotions and dealing with them. So this deck might be really useful. It can give you so much of the suggestions, but again, this deck is in Polish, so it takes a little moment for me to actually translate it. This is last deck in Polish. This is the Mayan Oracle. This is something I bought recently. I am not exactly sure how to use it yet. I was getting some readings with this for myself, my friends, but that one is worth it, just worth it. It's based on Mayan mythology, Mayan spirits, and it's also connected with some numbers and some specific behaviors. Every reading has specific part of the cards you're using, so it's like, it is powerful, yes, it's give you much of the suggestions, but it requires pretty much of your own thinking when you are reading it. So I am not exactly using it as much because it's not only in Polish and I have to translate it, but it's also complicated for using even for myself. So this you have cards like holograms and dualism, you have Kaban as a spirit, you have also light, but you have also numbers, and every number is showing something else. And yeah, this is these are numbers. Just saying, these are numbers, and these numbers are literally words, something like that. I suppose it means free. Some transformation card. Transformation is actually something funny, but there are many cards. This is the name manifestation, but this is again number, and I suppose that number is 20. And so the numbers are like complicated, and the cards in general are complicated. But I enjoy them anyways. It's like they can be very true and they can be very helpful, but it's taking forever to actually uncover their meaning. So if you wish to have reading with that, yes, of course we can do the reading with that too. But be sure that you know what you are asking for, because that readings are actually quite complicated, as I said. So, and as I mentioned before, if you want to get a free reading, please follow us. And once you will follow us, type your question in the channel and write down your main question. Okay, well, I am also using the cards, which are literally the basic gaming cards. These are the cards I bought when I was actually in NASA. They are connected with the moon, but I actually enjoy the way they are looking. This is about the Apollo program, but they have pretty much of the space, and I plan to actually remake them at some point. I didn't have really time for that yet, but they are pretty cute. They are moon related, as I mentioned, and they are funny to use. But usually I am not using that cards, I am using other cards. They are the ones I am actually using at times. These are just the simple gaming cards I am using. Again, this is the ending of the card, and they are pretty easy to use. I suppose there is one more deck in Polish, but I am actually having that translated already in English because I was using it pretty much. Something I actually enjoyed. These are runes, literally runes. But this deck is showing you the runes in both meanings, in reverse, in normal way, and also is showing you the cards connected with specific correspondences. So when you're looking for the correspondences here in the booklet, you are getting everything. So you are having the tree, you are having also the flower, you're having also the animals, minerals, colors, elements, and astrological sign connected with that, and also the numbers. So everything connected to the rune, and that is very helpful. This deck might be found on the discard in the Shining Serpent. The Shining Serpent is my own bot, my custom bot ordered for my own server, but I decided to share it with the tarot purposes because I added my decks into that bot in general. So you can see the rune and connected with this correspondence, all of the correspondences on the card anyway. So it's also very helpful, as you can see. The runes are usually used for some sort of an influence or energy influence, what could be helping you, what could be actually be good for you to use in general to get rid of something or so on. Or especially when you are planning a ritual and you don't know what to do. So, okay, I found one more of my tarot decks. This is, as you mentioned, I am working with demons. This is occult tarot, as you might say, is connected with goetic spirits in general. And okay, let me show you. These are the descriptions of the spirits from Goetia, and literally showing what the spirit is doing by the book. And also showing the sigils made by author and also from Goetia for summoning the spirit, and the herb Hebrew name for that. There are also numbers, but I never got to know what these numbers means. They are not connected with the numbers in tarot. So you can see the demons. There are also several demons which are marked as red. They are here because they are important. They so is the card, but they are not in the Goetia. You can find Lucifer, you can find Azazel here. There was some more spirits, but I don't remember which ones. In general, I am using this deck more like some sort of an seeing which demon wants to actually talk with me or wants me to actually show up, and with whom I should be working more than actually like a tarot. Well, you can use that in a like a tarot. Yes, it is a tarot in the end, but let's say it's not my favorite way because it's just words to using it. The energy doesn't fit me for from this deck for using it as a tarot at some point. There is also another one. This one is similar, is have the same outer, and this is Angel Tarot. The Angel Tarot is made literally the same way. So you can see the angel, the number, the meaning of its name, but also what the angel is doing, and the seals for the angels, and the sigil for the angel, and also a literal image of the angel in general. So they are more like that. They are also based with the tarot in general. So you can see this is how the card is looking like. Okay, my cards are flying everywhere. That's something. So yeah, this is the angel deck, and I'm using it similar way for the occult one, but it's easier using this one for divination as a tarot at some point. I don't know why, but it is. But it is working, so as long as it's working. And okay, let's continue. Hello to all the viewers. If you are watching us, please join the queue, follow us to get your free donation, free reading, or if you actually were doing it before, you might getting the one for donation. The donation link can be used by the comment. You can simply get it. And okay, let's move forward. The next deck is Whispers of Love. I have both Whispers of Love and Whispers of Healing. The healing one are here. They are from the same series, the same author, but where the Whispers of Love are showing you how to actually love, how to focus on loving, and influence this energy of love in general. There's a little image, there is a motto for the card and the card number. I like the art. The art is very cute here. As usual, it's just giving some sort of a suggestion. They are very easy cards to actually do readings with them. And they are also very cute. They are very symbolic too. You can see that one. But where the Whispers of Love are simply showing the love in general, the Whispers of Healing helps you after some sort of a situation like breaking up, after a hard time in your work or somewhere. So this is exactly what the deck is doing here. The art is similarly made, I suppose. And some cards are like that in the landscape mode for some reason. You can see that they are cute and I enjoy working with them. Let's see. You have cards like that. So all of that is actually the same deck. They are very, very funny. They are very nice to using it for any kind of healing. Okay, so what else we have here? Pretty much of the decks here. Just give me a moment. I am just going to grab them too. We have Zodiac Oracle. The Zodiac Oracle, and this deck is here. This is a very simple deck, honestly, and when I bought it, I actually expected a little more from it. It's literally showing you Zodiac, how you can connect these Zodiac cards with the influence of the Zodiac. You look at the Zodiac and influence of the planets in general and elements. It has very cute elements cards. Let me see if I can find it. This is the ending of the card. This is the Leo card. This is fire, like a burning firefly. Water was also cute. This is the air card. Okay, I can find water here right now, but this is the earth card. They are very, very funny. You can find them also in the bot, the same way you can be finding the not whispers, the angelic and occult tarot and runes. What else we have here? We have something I am using in my readings in general pretty often. You probably notice this one are simply the Love Oracle, and they are very, very funny. They are very about emotions, literally emotions. What can be happening in relationship, in emotions, and whatever you want to. This is the ending of the card. They are very simple because you have a card and you have all description of the card on the card. There's nothing else. This is that. So it's very funny to use them, and it's very simple to use them too, because there are many cards like a palm tree, date, you have twin flame, you have not today, stabbed in the back, cocked arrows, twin flame, addiction, ascending card. You have also, let me see, the butterfly, everything like that. And these are the main cards I am actually using together with the tarot in the readings. We have also that one. These are angelic keys, and these cards literally are very, very simple. They are just giving you some sort of hints about what to do. It's literally like that, angel and a little text, and there's nothing else. But they are I see them as some sort of motivation cards, honestly, because they are motivating you. It's like, be thankful for the good and share it. Be patient. Everything is having its time. Learn the way of not talking or something like that. They are usually very simple. It's one sentence literally. So this sort of readings, I am using them sometimes in readings to actually influence the reading in general. What else we have here? There's so many cards to show you, so don't worry. The shapeshifters oracle. This one. This is the ending of the card, and I love the art. Literally love the art. There's again a little image. This one is a beautiful little worm. Take care of yourself. The name of the card, the little motto, and in general, when you're watching the card or checking its meaning in the booklet, it's a very complicated one. It's like saying so many things to help you and guide you, and it's actually a very powerful deck to use. It's connected all about the animal and animal symbolism, but on the same time it's also helping you with anything, not only the animal. So you can see they are very cute. This is something I am enjoying to do at times, but I don't think I was using them in the readings on the Twitch yet. Many of them wasn't actually used in the Twitch in general. So maybe one time it will be perfect to use. Who knows? From the same author, I have also Alice in the Wonderland. This is the same author. This is more based on behavior and the way of actually motivating yourself at some point, because it's helping you to motivate yourself. They are again in the same way. Right? It's depending what you want and what you need. The set of cards. Okay, I am trying to show it so it's visible on the camera. This is the ending of the card. So I have the cards like that. They are very simple, and they are also guidance cards at some point, because I should say that some cards are literally showing the guidance, some show the influence, and some are simply answering your question, and the other ones are connected with the shadow stuff. But again, for everyone who is actually watching me and trying to getting a reading, you might be simply following us, and please tell us that you followed, because I am literally showing my screen. I need to check it on my own, because I'm not seeing anything else but the video on my screen. And say yes that you followed. I will check it from the other account, and then write your question, and I will be answering them. Okay, we have also the Goddess Guidance cards. And these cards are again simple. The goddess, the main meaning of the card, and a little motto. In general, these cards are helping you to connect with specific goddess and give you some sort of an energy to deal with the situations and the things you are facing in general. So you can see the cards. They are pretty cute on their own. This is the Ishtar card. There are pretty much of them. You can see them like that. This is the Goddess Guidance. And at the same time we have another one by another author. Yeah. The Goddess Power. This one, I literally love the way the deck is made. Literally, this perfect for somebody who is also working with the graphics. This is totally perfect one. This is the goddess, the meaning, and the image. So whichever goddess you have, it's made like that. It's literally beautiful deck. saying this. I will show you my favorite cards if I can find it. Let me just find them. There's so many cards here. This is Athena, Hecate, Bridget, third one, Dano. I wouldn't make her with the red hair honestly, but it's so cute. The Meridian. This is Hera. Give me a second, I'm just gonna try to look over it to find my favorite ones. It will just seem simply easier. This is Gaia. Netis, connected with wisdom. What else we have here? We have pretty much of the cards here. This is Maya Illusion. This is also a beautiful one. Oh, this is one of my perfect cards. This is Lilith, Independence. But I love the way they are actually portraying her here. And another one is Nyx. The Nyx, the Night Goddess, the Secrets card. This is the way they are making it. Persephone. So you can see this deck is literally beautiful. Sophia and Isis. It's really beautiful deck, and I love to do readings with it. But again, I didn't use it on the Twitch yet. But pretty much of the decks I didn't use on the Twitch. I am simply using the ones I know that might be the most important here for the people here. So these are the Goddess deck. The Goddess one is really beautiful for me. Okay, let me just look for the other decks. They're all around me, but still. And okay, let's look for it. What else we have? Something you probably noticed in the other streams. The unknown wild archetypes. They are the circular cards. This is the Halford Tassing, honestly. They have literally the meaning of the card, the name of the card, the number of the card, and the image, and that's it. And also the way the card is dropping sometimes, like if it's in this position, or if it's like that, or like that, depending where the name is also showing the meanings, to be specific. But I'm not using that method for now. You can see the cards. They have interesting way of actually painting things here. It's the ending of the card. It should showing a little diamond, I suppose. But the cards are literally very hard to actually tassing, even if they are powerful and show you the archetypes you have to work with. The archetypes in general are something coming from Carl Jung, and they are like a hidden part of our mind and personality, which are universal for the humankind. So it's like using the archetypes is going to help you with dealing with your shadow side. And there are also the cards which I am using for the shadow working, and these are the dark mirror cards, these ones. and they are very dark cards, I have to say, and they are very straightforward. If you are focusing on the booklet and whatever is in the booklet, it's really hard sometimes to read it, but you can find it on the bot again. They're just the decks like that, the dark deck. This, for example, is Many Blinded to Pain. The chart I was supposed to be the Anger and Chains. So this is the ending of the cards. Is this me? Fated to suffer. So anything like that is really, really dark. Artificial heart. Parasite. So these sort of cards are literally very powerful. They can help you with your shadow working for sure, but it's also very, very dark. Peaceful among the thorns. So you have very, very much of it. Guided regret. Much of these cards are something you don't always want to actually use. I will show you, I will read you the meaning of one of the cards. Let me put one in the box on the tarot, and I will be simply doing it right now. Just give me a second. I will just simply pull one of the cards and read you so you can see the meaning of it. So we got a card, Blinded to Pain. I was showing this card before, and the meaning of the card. Alice said that a fly that lives a single day has lived as long as we, yet we accept the passage of time like it didn't matter, like we don't matter. Every day a single line is added to the pattern. A single fly is added to the wall. We take one more responsibility. We take a little more abuse. We shoulder a little more pain. We smile in front of a little more insolence. We close our eyes to our wounds. We think that we can endure it. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt, we say to ourselves. Like men because it's manly to endure and be strong. Like women because it's feminine to endure and be strong. Like humans because the care and gentleness we feel are precious to others, and we don't dare to actually claim for ourselves. After all, we can do it, but it actually hurts and it's painful. Tears are better than feeding the flies with our own blood. We can scream and say no, or endure, nevertheless. But remember that we are just humans, neither heroes nor saints. So this is one of the cards. As I mentioned, they are very, very dark and they are very powerful in general. And this sort of the cards, as I mentioned, is very good for emotions, for the shadow working, and working in general, but it's also something you might not want to be using for a while because we aren't ready usually for the shadow working. Our mind says we are, our head says we aren't, and we're overthinking it over and over and over. Okay, one more you actually noticed probably in the reading, the Soul Truth Self-Awareness card deck. This is also a very beautiful deck. I love the way it's made. And again, it's a very simple one. This is your question. And on the end, you have literally description of the card. It's showing you the meaning of the card, and it's also showing you the card's action. So you can actually see it as an action, what you should be doing, what might be helpful for you, and everything like that. And hello Jeden Tenki, I am curious because this account is shared by 3 persons and we are all 3 doing the readings. I am curious and I am fine. I am simply showing my decks for now before I will be starting the readings. But if you want to get in a reading, be sure to follow us. And then once you follow, you have one question, and I will be answering this with your reading. I'm showing my decks. You might actually wait and choose one or more from the decks for your question if you wish to. So that might be actually being helpful. And okay, this is the self-awareness deck. As I mentioned, this one is literally the questions and the actions. I am sometimes reading here the meaning of the cards and the actions when I feel like it's very needed for you to truly understand the question the deck is asking. So you might notice probably on the readings already. And okay, let's move to the next ones. This is also good for the shadow working at some point, but not only. We have much more of that. Something I am also using, the past life. The past life oracle deck. This deck is helping to learn more about your life lessons in general. For example, Celtic. It's showing you either connection to specific culture or specific time in general. This is the ending of the card. I'm not sure if you can see that, but here it's like shining golden. Here you see every card have this sort of border around itself. But this is another deck, spirituality and religion, unrequited love. This is made in sepia, and I am actually liking this way. They are not colorful, they just have this certain colors, all of them, and they are showing you the lessons, usually what is supposed to happen, or what you're learning, what you have to learn still, with what their connections with. They are pretty good ones. I am wondering about getting another one connected with the past life, but we'll see. Right now you have a wisdom card. They are pretty good ones. They are very simple too, but as I mentioned, they are very good ones for learning about yourself. Another one, the life purpose deck, and that's also something very useful. It's not only helping you with the lessons, but it's also showing where you might show most of the energy for your own life purpose connection. So like spiritual teacher, it's showing you name, image, and a little motto, but it's more to that usually. Protected, heart's desires. That's interesting cards, honestly. Animals. So you have anything which is connection here. Yoga card. You have also flowers. So anything which is helping you with your lessons, but also it's time to decide what you want to do. There is also career change card or anything like that. Just this. So nothing connected with your purpose in general. Leadership card. You are on the right path. So all of that. This is sometimes used when people are asking about their purpose, but also their lessons and reasons like that. And okay, let's move. We still have some decks to show you. Don't worry. I suppose I'm leaving the best decks for the end. But this one now. Angelarian deck. I actually enjoy this deck, even if I expected a little more from it in general, especially when we're going to the booklet and so on. This is the ending. This is, I suppose it's connected with the Kabbalah in general. It's showing you an angel and the meaning of the angel, or a part of Sephiroth to actually help you. This is Yesod, for example, the connection. I'm not that much connected with the Sephiroth. I didn't work with Sephiroth, that is Malkuth. I was working with the Clipot, this is the Dark Tree. But I am trying usually my best as much as I know about it. I actually love that card. This is the Azrael, the Angel of Death. But I love the way these cards are looking. They are really powerful ones. And I will show you more. We still have time. Some are inverted because I was using them not so far ago. Brazil, the Angel of Wisdom. The Angel of Punishment. I am looking for one specific card, but the Angel of Rain. The Angel of Sky. Oh, that one. The Angel of Snow. You have also an angel connected with the snow. I love the way, as I mentioned, I love the way they are made. They are usually pretty cards, and I love pretty cards. What else we have here? We have a Halloween Oracle. Another dark deck, helping not only to know more about the Halloween and Samhain in general, but also about the darker time in the world. And again, I love the artwork. This is the winter card. They are cute. You can also find them in the bot, as much as I remember. I don't remember every single one which is in the bot, but the lamp, the owl. This one is cute. This one, the graveyard. This is the death card. The Skull of Darkness. The Ghost. The Forgiveness card. The Eternal Love. You can see they are very dark, but they have also a more happy ones. This is the Joy card. The Witch. So you can see the witch is looking like that. The Cauldron. And the Black Cat. This looks almost like mine, because you probably noticed in some streams that something little and black is running all around and sometimes looking into the camera, and that's my little cat. He's a few months old, and he loves to actually doing readings with me at some point, especially trying to kick my cards from the desk, but it's still fine. Okay, what else we have here? These ones, Beyond Lemuria. I'm pretty sure I had somewhere some more decks, but they probably are hidden in another place, so I'm not going to dig them right now. But I have, these are last 3 decks for me right now. So Beyond Lemuria, I also love the art here. They're connecting you with more light working and in general some sort of an energy of the light itself. It's like this one, crystal keys. You have also chakras here. We have also elements here. Exactly, this is the water card. And we are also having some sort of an connection with the Lemuria in general. This is the Earth Star chakra, for example. The air card. High heart chakra. I'm trying my best to show it, and not be reflected. This is what this one is. Oh, the heart chakra. There's so much chakras here right now, but I'm trying to look for something else. Something what isn't chakra. Vulnerability. Surrender. Balance it first. Harmonic flight. So this side of the cards, it have also about home. It have also about the connection with the light in general, to the source, to the universe, and everything like that. Reclaim your energies. It's very helpful for any sort of guidance, what you have to do. If you have to work on the elements or balance, or if you have to work with specific chakras, or if you want to actually do something else. So anything connected with that is going to be helpful for you. And I love the way they are actually looking like here. They are cute. This one is actually meaning the new blueprints. So that's helpful for everyone, I suppose. And okay, let's do next for today. The activations. There's literally sacred geometry activations. And these cards also, I was using them before in the readings. They also have chakras here, and they have more connection with the mandalas, the sacred geometry, the frequency, and the energies in general. They are helping you to actually connect with specific energy. Divine masculine, for example. It's very simple. It has the name of the card, the mandala you might be using, and a little description of the card on the below. This is what I am reading at times. So the throat chakra, the crown chakra, we have many chakras, the compassion, conception, the fertility. So it's showing the mandala, which is also helping you to connect with specific energy. Cosmic flower. This is a beautiful card. Alchemy. This is the end of the card. Soul time. Miracle. So all the cards are literally helping you with the specific energy. This is also the cards I was using before in the readings, so you might actually notice that they are really really powerful and really helping you with specific meditation too. So we are literally getting more and more here. And okay, let's move forward. We have one more deck here, my favorite deck, literally. The Black Moon. This is something I actually loved using and doing the readings with. I even got one for my friend because she really liked it. It's connecting with the planets, elements, zodiac, zodiac houses, and everything like that. It's totally about the astrology, and the booklet itself is showing us the connection to tarot. But it's very very useful to actually use it, and they are always powerful. So this one is a moon, soul, the third house, messages, here, the Capricorn, I use, the Cancer, I feel, the sixth house, routine, second house, owning, Chiron, healing, Scorpio, I transform, fourth house, roots, Taurus, I have, So I not only love the way the cards are looking, but the way they are actually helping with the readings. Grand Trine, Blessings. Saturn, Truth. Honestly, I would never paint Saturn being so colorful card, but it is. Yod, Destiny. South Node, Life Depths. Aquarius, I know. This is the ending of the card. It has pretty much of possible readings with that, and the readings actually might be very powerful here. But these are all the decks I could find for today one. And now I suppose I will be starting with the readings in general. So as I mentioned before, if you want to receive the reading, please follow us. Please tell me that you follow us, because I need to check it, and then type your question, and once you will type your question, I will be able to actually answer it. I'm watching the chat from my personal account, but I am streaming on the general one. And if we don't have any questions, I will simply start doing the readings on my own for everyone around. And let me see. I might actually start with this Black Moon one. That might be interesting, I think. So let's see. I will try just to open my booklet and try to look for one which might be helpful for everyone in here, and try to actually do something useful with this. Just give me a second. I will look for that, and I will start with this one for general purposes readings. Let's just hit fine, and that's it. I usually, okay, I don't have the booklet here. I usually have a copies in my phone. Okay, Eden Tenki, I will start with you then. Okay, I am just going to choose the text for you. Unless you want me to use any specific deck from the ones I was showing before, but if you don't have any specific, I'm just going to use the few I have already selected. Okay, well, I made today's stream to show all of my deck. That's why I am asking, because there's pretty much my decks around here, lying around still. But okay, let's start with your question. What you should be looking for. Okay, I see that I took more decks than I have placed on here, but don't worry, I'm just gonna reorganize that in a second. don't worry, you will see all of the cards. I am sure that you don't see all my altar here and all the space around, but don't worry, you will see. I will show each card. It's just I think my camera is not facing correctly everything, but I am still going to show all of the cards. So I might need to actually remake it again, but it's still showing much of the space, so it's okay. Okay, this starts to look very, very interesting for me. But I'm gonna just pull a few more cards and then I'm going to start the reading. And the last card for you is now. Okay, that looks pretty interesting. Okay, the first card I will be starting interpreting is the archetype for you. This is the mystic archetype. So this archetype is showing a person who is connected with very open third eye, with intuition, with seeing some sort of visions and energies like that. So it's a very spiritual person connected with the both worlds and bringing usually some sort of imbalance between them. So this might be actually being some sort of a good idea to bring this sort of imbalance, to try become this mystic, because right now you might be having some sort of problems with actually accepting yourself, and as you said, you are missing something. So trying to follow your intuition, your meditations in general, might be actually a very good idea to guide you in the proper way. So I would suggest meditating on yourself. I would suggest us trying to look for this mystic inside of you. When I am asking the cards from the love oracle, I am getting very connected with the love in general emotions. So there is unconditional love, there is a love for everyone, not only for your partner or family, but also in general love. You need to focus on love, focus on feeling love for yourself and for the others, trying to understand this unconditional love, which is literally being surrounding us in general. The second one is I like you. So again, this is starting of love, starting of some positive energy and liking not only people but also yourself. I keep getting again and again yourself. And there is one more karmic relationship. So there is any certain karma for you to actually notice and understand the lesson, the pattern in general. This might be something you are trying to avoid as much as you can, but it's something which will keep coming back over and over and over. From the dark mirror, the emotion you might be really focusing on is guided regret. So what you are actually regretting in your life, what happened for you which is actually affecting you such way, why you regret something. You need to let go of that regret. You need to let go of this, what you are feeling, that you are actually blaming yourself for something what happened. You need to understand that whatever happened, it happened because it was supposed to happen, but also it happened because you did the best for yourself in this exact moment with the exact knowledge you had. So you choose the best for yourself, and that's not something you should be blaming yourself for. This is something you actually should be happy of, because it guided you to being the person you are right now. And you learned the lesson, you learned something on your own, and that's the most important here. And when I'm focusing on the soul truth deck, I got 3 cards for you, which should be also helping you. Does my life have a room for more pleasure and play? When was the last time I danced freely? Am I focusing on what I am losing or gaining? So these are 3 cards, and with the first 2 at this point, it's like you need to feel more pleasure, you need to feel more happiness for yourself, you need to feel this inner child inside of you. Allow it to play, allow it to explore, allow it to dance, allow yourself to be free, literally free yourself, especially from that regret, because again, this regret is holding you down. Whatever happened is holding you down, and it's not something which should be actually going on for so long, because it seems to be a very long time since you actually dealt with it. So start to be creative about yourself. Try to explore the world with some sort of curiosity of a child. Allow it to play, allow it to express, and don't think about the others, what they will think or about you or feel or whatever. It is all about you. You're having your time for yourself. But then again, the last card, am I focused on what I am gaining or losing? I will read you the meaning of this card. Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually the new beginnings. Today, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart, take a breath, and deepen into the trust. Amazing things are coming. So again, this regret might be actually at some point affecting you to not bringing the change you need. Like, it's blocking you from actually gaining it. It's making you not trust yourself. And again, you need to love yourself, you need to like yourself, and you need to understand that whatever happened, it was connected to your karma, because at this point the karmic relationship is showing your karma. But we have more cards, don't worry, we're not finished yet. We have now the Lemuria, Beyond Lemuria cards. So the first card, which I was asking what could help you. So the first card is vulnerability, literally. So this card is showing that you need to feel this vulnerability. You need to actually accept it, that you have emotions and the others have emotions, and that they are literally the same vulnerable like you are. You can see this little dragon, because this little dragon surrounded the crystals. The little dragon is looking like a child. It's helping you, and it's showing that you can feel, you can be hurt, and you can express that. But then there's another card coming here, surrender. And this card literally is showing that you should surrender to the universe, you should surrender to your spirit guides, and remember that everything which is happening is having a reason to happen. It's not like the things are happening just because. They are literally happening because there is a lesson in that. There is something you might be actually needing to learn. You might be trying to learn something positive, and when you surrender, you allow energy to shift. And when the energy shifts, the new transformation is coming. So you are changing yourself, you are changing the others at the same time, and also you're allowing the universe to bring you what you need, and when you need it, because we sometimes forget that the universe is bringing to us much of things in general, and the universe is always helping us, whether we are aware of that or not. Universe always will help us, and it will bring the things we are actually uh, needing, because you don't get what you want, you get what you need. This is the most important here. But there's also one more card for this deck, the balanced forces. So the balanced forces literally are showing that once you will surrender, the energy around you will shift, and it will actually bring the balance you are searching for. You will meet this lost part of yourself, or not even lost, because it's more like you are literally trying and getting um, something which actually changed in you. It's not lost, it just changed, and now it will evolve again. And because of that, you will be also changed a bit, but it will be full change, not just partial one, like connected with one specific emotion, but connected with all of you at this point. Then I'm going to pull cards from one more deck. I will explain why in a moment. And we have yet astrology deck here, the black moon deck. And here we are having also 3 cards. This is the world, I know, and the change. So the world card is showing that you should be seeing everything from the higher perspective, not only from your own perspective, but also from the perspective of somebody who doesn't know anything about your situation. Try to shift your way of thinking. Try to shift the way how you are seeing the world, how you are seeing the situation, and try to look at it from the other perspective. Literally, you might be trying to focus on the others to notice what you're missing, or what emotion you are missing, because at some point I think it's more about the emotion, that which emotion you are missing in general. But then you might be also trying to look for the universe in general. It's not only the world, but it's also the universe, and what universe wants you to actually have. Then there's Aquarius, I know. So this energy is showing not only the influence of more water energy, as Aquarius is literally connected with water, but it's also helping you to bring some sort of an energy of knowing what you are, whom you are, what you already happened, and making stable this energy inside of you, because this stabilizing these energies and everything you are feeling might be helpful here for you. And then the last card is lunar eclipse, the change. So this is the change, the transformation. You are going through some sort of a transformation right now with everything what is happening in your life. It's a really powerful one, and this power will be expressed in this change, and it will be also showing this sort of an energy in your life. So just surrender to this universe, let the transformation happen, and everything will be alright. But you need to actually focus on this, what I said, on letting go of this regret, letting go of this emotions blocking you, focusing on more higher vibrational emotions like the love and like, especially towards yourself, finding the mystic. But also I put last 3 cards here from the
activation card showing which frequency might be actually helping you to do that. This is why I got them. And there's a frequency of fertility, so fertility growing, and the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. So again, this is connected with the soul truth, with dancing freely, being free, and focusing on this sort of an energy of the inner child at this point. But there's also another one, the conception card here, might say it. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space, what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. So again, you're supposed to meditate to find that mystic, find your original self, surrender to the universe, understand why everything is happening, and then it will help you. And the last one here is compassion. So the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and the matter, so that unconditional love can flow from the source through our hearts into the world. And again, you are getting the unconditional love here. So compassion, showing this compassion to others, and also trying to letting go of the negative energies, negative emotions you are feeling, might be the best way to actually help you deal with all of that. If you have any sort of the questions towards my reading, please let me know. I hope it helped you. And okay, I am just going to actually go ahead with the readings. You're welcome, and if you have any other questions, just let us know. And as I mentioned, there is much of emotions you might be actually focusing on. But okay, I am going to try to make this some sort of a general reading. I am sorry for the noises in the background, but I am trying to sit on more proper way so my body doesn't hurt. Because sometimes it's hard to sit in the same position for a long time. But I am going to do now reading for every of the zodiac, I suppose. That was also something we wanted to do on the last stream, but we didn't manage to do that. So let's going on with the zodiacs. What will happen until the next week? Yes, you are allowed for asking for a love reading, but for following we are making one reading. You can do a little donation. It's up to you totally how much you are going to donate, and once it's donated I can do another reading for you. You can also invite a friend, and if your friend is following us, then we can do another free reading too. Actually, with me, you can ask about almost everything. I don't want to answer any questions like the death date or something like that, but I am fine with doing any kind of the readings. But right now, I am going to go with the zodiacs for this week. It's a Monday, so it will be perfect time to do that.
have 12 cards already here. Just give me a second. And we will be starting to interpret them in a moment. Okay, I suppose we're starting with Aquarius. Or wait, it should be. Oh, sorry, it should be Sagittarius. Sagittarius, as is the time we're actually right now in, so until the January, and the Sagittarius is here. So the void moon, of course, missing. This is something you are going, my dear Sagittarius, it's something you are going to be missing in this week. Like, it might be a time, it might be a family, it might be anything, but you are missing something, and this missing is going to affect you really, really deeply, and it's something which might be actually you are not ready to face, because the void course of the moon is something, is this energy of the moon when the moon is changing its own sign, astrological sign, and yes, moon also have astrological sign, and when it's changing, it's like in between, and this is usually affecting us on the negative way in general. And hello, light. And this sign means that things might not go the way you are thinking of. It's like you are going to be missing something, you're going probably missing a time, but because it's what keeps getting into my head, but you might be missing somebody, and the general influence of the moon might not exactly be positive for you. So my dear Sagittarius, you are going to have a little hard week right now. And hello, light. As I mentioned, you can follow us for getting one free reading, and if you want to, you can also make a donation to having a deeper reading or any more readings, because you can donate and ask as many questions as you want, and it's totally up to you how much you are donating. I will send the links here, 1 second. And you can get the free reading in general if you wish. And right now I am just going to making a zodiacs for the nearest week. So we had a Sagittarius, we are going into the Capricorn right now. The Capricorn, the messages. So my dear Capricorn, you are going to getting some sort of messages. You are going to be very focused on social energy and the social influence in general during this week. You're also going to have some sort of an message. You are receiving some sort of messages which might be bringing some sort of a change for you and some sort of an opening for you. As I'm saying, there is an eye of Ra here, or of Horus. I'm sorry, I always mess them up, but they are connected with the wisdom anyway. So you are receiving some sort of message which will bring you some more wisdom and awareness, and then it might be actually helping you in your future. So be aware of the messages of whatever you are receiving, especially from the others, because in future you might be finding a pretty good use for that. And okay, let's get in more. As I mentioned, I am doing the zodiacs, but if you wish to actually getting the free reading, please follow us and then ask your question and I am going to answer it. If you wish, of course. And now Aquarius. Aquarius is getting the card of Capricorn I use. So there is some sort of an using energy. It might be that you are feeling that others are using you, what I am getting. It might be also something that you want to use.
there is some sort of an energy in general connected to that using. So what you're using? You're using others, are they using you, or maybe you're actually trying to bring some sort of a change with the things. It can be using anything related to machines or things like that. But in general, it's more, Capricorn is more connected with energy of the earth, as much as I remember, and this energy is actually helping you um, with some more physical energy. So not exactly emotional. Capricorns might be actually bringing some sort of an energy, more like they don't exactly care about the emotions of the others. So that might be actually the reason for you, my dear Aquarius, to actually consider emotions of the others, but also being some sort of an open for your own emotions. Don't let the others use you, but don't try to use them too. So we have next pieces. So my dear pieces, you're getting the energy of I feel, the Cancer I feel. This is interesting. It's very much about the emotions in this week. So this might be actually a good time in this week to focus on your own feelings, the feelings you are getting from the others, and what you are in your own way. So try to focus on your own emotions, try to see whatever you're feeling and whatever emotions you're actually facing, what you don't want to face, because that's also important, that you don't want to face specific emotions, or that you're not ready into facing them. Everything like that might be actually something you should be focusing on this week. And emotions in general, emotions, 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 this is exactly what you are in need to do, especially on the feminine side, because the figure here, as you might see, is a female. So you might be trying to focus on this softer side of yourself, of your feminine side. Even if you are male, you still should focus on these emotions connected to the females in general. One second. I wanted to make it later some sort of a picture for that reading. So what do we have next? Next we have Aries. So Aries, routine, the sixth house, the house of the routine. So my dear Aries, you are going to face some sort of routine problems, and you might be just being bored of your own routine. You might be feeling like you're in need of the change, or maybe it's opposite. You're trying to bring some routine into your life because you're having enough of unstable emotions in general. That might be something you're focusing on during this week, and during this week it will be very, very important for you to actually deal with this energy and deal with energy of the routine. Okay, who is next? Taurus. So Taurus, the grand trine, the blessings. So that week is going to be very, very good for you, because you are going to receive many blessings in many sorts, and it depends from you to see them or not. But in general, you are going to actually having this sort of an energy of the blessings and of helping others, but also they will be help towards you. So anything you are facing will be very, very useful for you and for the others, and the blessings should be shared. Don't forget to share them, because this way you're making it easier for yourself. It's easier to receive, but it's also easier to share. When you're sharing, this energy is coming back to you always, and that's also what is important. Then we have Gemini. Gemini, I have. So this is the energy of the Taurus I have, which will be affecting you during this week, and you might be actually focusing on what you have already, what you want to have, but also what you aspire to have, because having is something you should be already making. You're having something, you're aware of that having, but on the same time you are trying to get something more. So you might be actually trying to spend this week thinking about the things you already have, thinking about the things that are surrounding you, which are helping you, but at the same time you're also trying to see what you could have yet. So whatever you're inspiring into might be a good time to make some sort of plans to see what you have already and what you want to have yet. And okay, who's next? The Cancer. The Cancer, Mercury, mind. Cancer is usually very emotional sign. So having a mind in here literally is showing that you should disconnect yourself from your own emotions for a moment and try to have some time with your own mind. Try to balance your mind, try to balance your head, everything you are thinking of yourself, of others, of the world surrounding you, everything like that might be actually something very, very good and affecting you more positively. Try to get into your own brain and try to getting a little cleanup in there. The meditation with yourself might also be something you might be in need to do. Okay, let's continue. Just give me a moment to get in a drink. Now we have Leo. And this is funny because the card I got for Leo is Leo. So my dear Leo, your card literally says, Leo, I will. So you are going to express your own energy in here in this week. The Leo is the ruler usually, so you're going to express this ruling energy. You're going to actually affect others, you're going to share it with the others, and you're going to have whatever you want. Your will is the key. You're going to spread your will as you usually do, and don't let anything or anyone stopping you, because you are the ruler here. So your energy is literally the most important here for you, at least, especially it's just after the Yule and the sun energy is coming back. The sun energy is getting back into the sky and affecting us, and you are literally a sign related to sun. So the energy of the sun is growing, and so is growing your will. Then what we have next? What we have next is Virgo. Okay, Virgo. 11th house, friends. So my dear Virgo, you are going to focusing your week with your family and friends and spending your time with them. So in this week you're going to have so much time, so much fun with your friends, enjoying yourself, and actually getting into some parties, meetings, and being surrounded with people and being very, very sociable. So spend this time correctly, use this energy, and bring some sort of an relax into yourself. It's more relaxing with the others, not being on your own, but being with the others, trying to help the others, and actually dealing with the others. It's a very social time for you. Then we have Libra, and Libra is getting the energy of the pieces, I believe. So my dear Libra, you're going to have some problems or actually evolution in your mind about your own beliefs. So they might be shattered, they might be actually affected by the others, or you might be trying to clean your head, it doesn't matter, but you are going to deal with believing. So your own faith in yourself, in others, in whatever you're believing in, is going to be very, very much in this week tested, because it's like testing at some point. At least this is what I'm getting, that you are going to be tested about your own beliefs, about your own mind and whatever you are thinking about everything and everyone. And we are now getting the last one, and this is Scorpio. Scorpio, I don't have good news for you. You are getting the Grand Cross, the Provoker. So the Grand Cross is literally affecting you very, very negatively. You will be triggered, you will be actually affected by this energy, by this provoker. You might be getting some sort of testing trials, and they wouldn't be easy for you. You will be literally tested on any sort of energy, and you will be also affected usually negatively with this during this week. So try to be patient, try to spend your time focusing on yourself, but also trying to calm the emotions and don't explode. This is all the test, this will pass, but right now you're being in a very hard situation and you need to face it. Once you will face it, you will receive some sort of transformation, and then everything will be cleaned up and you will be moving forward. But right now it's not really best time for you. Your zodiac influence already finished, and right now it's a really, really hard time for you. So that will be all my zodiacs for now. And as a reminder, if you're watching us, if you want your free reading, you might be actually making following us, typing your question, and then tell us that you followed, and we're going to make your reading. You have one free reading for the following, so you might actually getting it. But okay, I will continue. I wanted to make some sort of readings in general for this week. And now, which deck I should be using? I feel like I might be using the Mayan Oracle, but honestly it's going to take me a second because I will need to get in the book and try to translate the meaning of that, and that might take some time. So if you want me to do that, I am gonna do that, but first I will be doing one more thing. I just need to find the booklet for it, but it will just take a second. Now, energy for this week in general for everyone. And that's a pretty interesting one because we're getting conception, magic, and the heart chakra. So the frequency of the conception, this is the conception card. The frequency of the conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. So this is literally like calling you into the source of creation. This is calling into your own source, your own planetary origins, your own origins as a soul, not only on the earth but also beyond the earth. Because I am not sure if many of you knows, but often we are just simply coming to earth to reincarnate, but we were existing in other places before the earth in general. So this is the time to connect with that energy, connect with your original self, connect with your own experience here. The second card is magic. The frequency of magic supports own intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move towards possibilities and expressions that are as grand, as profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our beliefs in their manifestation. So this is the time for magic. This is the time to connect with your spiritual awareness, to connect with the spiritual world, your own powers, and your own magic. It's the time to manifest whatever you want, when you want, and right now is the perfect time. You are simply connected with your own self and then using this energy to bring whatever you want to manifest it in this realm. So this is your magic. But on the same time, we have the heart chakra. And this is pretty funny because the heart chakra is usually the place where your soul resides in your body. So the heart chakra, the frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capability to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. So the heart chakra is not only the harmonizing, but at the same time, it's calling you that when you will connect and manifest this magic we're talking about, you might be actually using it also to bring something for the others. Don't be egoist. Try bring for the others. Try to show compassion for the others, and help the others as much as help yourself. So that is the most important energy here for this week. And if you let me alone, I will just look for that little book for the Mayan oracle. I don't know why, but I feel like I should actually do this oracle one. And I'm just going to get it. Okay, so I am back with my Mayan oracle book. As I mentioned, it's a new book and a new oracle, so I am not using it that much yet. I am not familiar that much with it at all. This is the booklet for that little oracle. It's a pretty huge one, honestly. And these are the cards. So there is not that much cards as much as there is a book for them. That's also something I find very, very interesting. But let's see what we can get from this one. I want to make one typical reading from this book, but right now I am just going to try to look for it. I'm just going to sort them because I need specific cards for this reading. So just give me a second. You might be seeing how I am sorting the cards. There are three kinds of cards, honestly. They are numbers, they are the spirits, and there are as the other cards like the transformation cards. They have specific name in my language, but I don't know how to exactly explain that in English, so I will just make it. This is the sort of reading I did once for myself, but it's really, really long reading and really powerful reading. It's about your connection with the galactics in general. And this is something I actually want to do. I just need to find which ones. Okay, so it's going to be like this. These two are going down,
right now, and we are using just this 20. We're just going to learn about our gifts in this time right now, and the gifts we are actually going to use and which are helping us with our reincarnation in general. But I'm going to make it like for everyone in the earth right now, not for myself because I did that one already for myself, but for everyone in here. That might be something very powerful here. We're going to get in 3 cards only, but you will see that this is very, very powerful oracle in general. So we are having the first one. The first card is showing our abilities which we met in the past, in our past reincarnations, and which literally see us like in past, like you learned them already in the past, and they are literally helping us. So this is moral card. The moral card. I'm just going to use one as a marking. The moral card is saying about the magical child, literally. The red moon, connection with the water and the rain, the droplet of the rain. Okay, let's see what is the meaning of that. The meaning in general of this card is about forgiveness, like forgetting things, like you are forgetting the things and you learned in the past but you forgot everything. So you're reincarnating because you forgot things about yourself. You're forgetting your own powers, you're forgetting your own connection. You are literally forgetting about your own awareness, about the cosmic things, and not connected with the light on your own. This is why most of the people are here in this reincarnation time. You're also spreading the seed of the light inside of yourself, but you forgot about that. You are the child of the star and you are spreading this love and light, and you have all the gifts you are needing here, but you forgot about yourself, whom you are, why you are here, what is your most important lesson here, and you forgot all of that. And you're here in this reincarnation because you forgot your own self, you forgot your own gifts. This honestly is what happens when we reincarnate. So, but you forgot your own connection here, so you're mostly not connected to connect with your higher self. You are not ready for connecting with your higher self. You are not ready to actually finish your reincarnation yet. This is why you happened in here. You are learning about your gifts, you already know your gifts, but you don't want to remember, and you are forced to remember at this time. So this is the main reason why you are here in general. Then we have the second card. These are the gifts which you already know about and which you are learning to express in this life, and this is the app card. This card, and I'm going to find that one now. As I said, it's a little complicated oracle because, as I mentioned, I never used that one. And the meaning of the card, the yellow man, it have nothing to do with being racist or something. This the meaning of the card is literally the grass, and there is a chalice, the chalice of as a main symbol here, but it's also connecting with the fields, literally the fields. This is why the yellow color is here, because it's connecting with the fields, the wealth, and everything like that. So you're here because you're trying to share the happiness. You're trying to affect your mind. Gifts are to spread the happiness, to spread your own intellect, and to change the earth to being more open for the others, to bring some more love into the others. And you are literally having the graal which is feeding you. You are spreading this wealth, you are spreading this positive energy, you are spreading the golden energy which is surrounding you right now. And you're opening your heart and also helping the others. So your mind abilities to learn in this life is to being compassionate, is to spreading the love, spreading the emotions, the positive emotions here, and also spreading some sort of an awareness about empathy. This is much empathic card, and you're happy, you're free, and you are trying to actually feel this freedom. You are trying to show these emotions, that you are open, that you have everything you need, and you are literally sharing all what you need. You're surrounding yourself to the universe. You're letting the universe bring everything you want, and you're also sharing everything you have with everyone around you. You're affecting others by that. Like when you're sharing your love and everything you have, you're also sharing every positive emotion and positive energy with the others. So this is what you are doing in this lifetime, literally. And the last card is going to show you the shadow. So what is blocking you in this lifetime? And this is the Akbal card. I honestly don't know that much about the Mayan cards, so as I mentioned, I am still learning them. Don't be afraid of it. The Akbal card is saying the blue night, the dark blue night. And it's actually, the main symbol here is the dark cave. The color is dark. So it sounds like pretty good one for the obstacles. So my obstacles are here. You're too much focusing on yourself and your own way of thinking. You're not trying to consider the others and the way how they are thinking. You're not trying to actually affect the others, and you're just being egoist right now. So this is the main here. You're afraid of being criticized, you're afraid of changes, of transformation of any sort. You're blocking that, and at the same time you're having very low vibrations, and you're also being easily depressed, and this is exactly what is affecting you and stopping you from spreading your own light and reaching your own right. If you want to meditate and to deal with the Akbal, you might be actually meditating on the mantra, I am the darkness, which is the light, and the silence, which is the dance. This is the mantra it's saying. You can also try, I am going to yourself, to the sacred higher me, to collect the gifts which are awaiting me. It's also pretty nice one to try. And as I mentioned, you are literally seeing everything from your own perspective. You are not trying to understand others. You are not trying to follow the others, follow any sort of guidance. You are literally losing the connection with your higher self, literally, and this is causing the main reason for your own unhappiness, and it's not connecting you with your own transformation, your own truth. So this is the main reason why the earth is probably looking like that.
You need to connect with yourself. You need to find the light and you need to connect with it, literally. These cards are pretty interesting. This was the first one, the second one, and the shadow. So they are very interesting ones. And okay, let's go with the other one here. I am going to making one more reading from this deck list. This deck, as I mentioned, this deck is quite complicated, even for me. So 4 cards again. Okay, so we have cards. Okay, the first card is showing the illusions which we are missing and ignoring. And this is the Etsnap. Honestly, these names are horrible. And this card is literally saying the white mirror. That's pretty nice one. And what wasn't shown? Oh, okay, this card was supposed to show the illusions and what wasn't told, and literally the meaning is illusions. So that's pretty good one. But mostly there are so many emotions here, not only the illusions and being closed and don't seeing what we are actually doing, but also there is not believing in yourself. You're separating yourself in the illusional room of the mirrors. So you are seeing everything, but these mirrors are making it like it's not how you should see things. They are changing your own perception. Like when we are walking into the way of the mirrors, and some mirrors are showing us like a really tall or a really fat or very short and so on. This is exactly how this room of the mirrors is affecting your perception right now. So there are illusions which are affecting you the same way. They are changing your way of thinking, way of seeing, and the way you are saying is incorrect. This is something you should be actually aware of. And the illusions have the power to actually control everything, and you are believing in the fact that illusions are actually trying to affect you and that they are true, but they are not true. You need to break down the illusions surrounding you, and there might be pretty much of the illusions in general. You might be also trying to confront yourself with the darker side of your own myself, of your own I am. So try to meet your dark self, try to meet everything about that. You might be trying to affect the others. You might be also trying to see the others as yourself. So what you don't like in the others, maybe this is something you're ignoring in yourself. You need to meet your shadow. You need to focus on your shadow working, meet your shadow, face the illusions, and then you will be free. And the second card is showing a new way of thinking. There is a new blueprint, and the way which could be actually helping you to face the problem. The integration card. And this is a how card. And this card. Okay, 1 second. This is the meaning of the card is yellow sun. Again, the yellow.
And if you want to actually change that, you might be trying to see that showing the love for yourself and for the others is making you free. Try to test yourself and your way of thinking about the yourself and the goodness, but also the God itself. Not God in the meaning of a spirit, but the God in the feeling of the power. More about that. You should learn how to accept yourself and being tolerant if you want to show the unconditional love. And if you want to, you might also meditating with the affirmations. The same golden bird which is living in a human heart is also living in the sun. And the second one is I am the child of the light, crowned authority of the child of the God, and the child of the God is me. So this is this energy of the sun of actually golden color, and also showing this love, showing it to the others, and trying to actually share it. And again, we are getting about the sharing it. Hello, Ankister. I suppose you are watching me doing the reading now. And as I mentioned, I am going with the Mayan oracle right now. It's not the oracle I was using before, so I use it a few times for myself, but I am trying to go with the booklet for that. And doing some sort of a reading for collective. So right now, if you want to face your shadow, face these illusions which are surrounding you, you might be actually focusing on this positive energy of the child, which is the child of the God. And you should forgive, letting go, and love everyone and everything. And you need to trust the light, you need to trust the sun, and express your emotions totally. Being like a child which is expressing whatever they feel and need to feel without thinking, without actually affecting others or thinking what the others will see or think. You are just letting go, you are expressing everything, whatever you feel, whatever is happening. So this is how you are facing this. And the last card here, the oak or something like that, is saying for us the ending, what will happen if you do that, and which gift you might actually receive. So this is the last one. And Anki, I hope you're fine. I was starting this pretty long time ago, but as I mentioned, I was waking up early anyway, so I was just getting prepared. And okay, oak is literally meaning the white dog. And this card is showing that you will be facing the problems with your emotions, and when you're trying to actually deal with that, you will notice that there is too many emotions affecting you. You will see how much they are affecting you negatively, like the jealousy, like too many connections with dramas, the life dramas, and also being alone, feeling alone, that you are not connecting with your soulmate, you are not connecting with your twin flame, you are feeling alone, you are feeling lost, everything like that. And once you will actually face these emotions when you are dealing with this, when you will follow your illusions and deal with it with the love, you will notice how much you are being affected by it, and you will let that go. This is something which is also very important. You might be actually getting into the role of a judge, not even the judge, like observer, like the viewer, that you are viewing everything from the way which is not saying that you want to actually getting into this dramatic game. You are just looking at it, you are understanding it, and you are just letting go of. And because of that, you will be able to move your emotions away from any sort of drama and simply getting open for yourself. You will connect your connection with the emotions, but you will also connect with the others. You will also connect with the energies of positive thinking at this point. So this is something which might be actually very powerful and very useful for the others and for you. And just give me a second because I see my mobile is dying. Yes, moving away from the drama, this is a very important one, as it seems. So this will be the Mayan Oracle. I have also one little motto for today. This one is share your happiness. So share your happiness, guys. That might be very, very important for you and for the others. I already placed my battery into the charging, so it's already fine. As you might see, I have 15% and it's charging. Because I wasn't charging it correctly. But okay, that was the Mayan Oracle. The Mayan Oracle, as mentioned, is something new for me, so as you mentioned, maybe Anki did it, so that one. But this is the booklet for that cards. Literally. And these are the cards. So not that much cards, but pretty much I've learned from them. But I was trying to make it short because this is all in Polish. And I need to actually translate it all. So one day I will sit down and translate that book for my own use. But okay, one more. We're still not finished, we're still going on. And we are going on with the soul truth for this week right now. That's for sure, especially with so big book. I was trying to translate few of the cards when I was doing the reading for my friend because she doesn't speak Polish, but honestly it's horrible. Okay, the 3 cards for this week from the soul truth deck. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? That's a pretty good one. Are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take the life into your own hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself what risk can you take to move forward your dreams? Make a big decisions and do it. No more waiting for the others. Do it scared, take the leap. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and you will discover what you are really made of. That could be a pretty good one for actually doing it this week. Yes, the little Mio is waking up and he wants to leave the room, but he can't leave the room for now because he's trying to climb up the Xmas tree and eat all the lights on it. So he can't leave. But he can always say hello. He was sleeping mostly. And yes, I know the feeling. I was showing my decks before. There are like 4 or 5 decks which are in Polish, so this is always hard to translate them. But that Oracle one, is actually quite hard because the others are not that complicated. This one is literally complicated. But what else we have for this week for this soul truth? How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? So you are not only trying to getting the leap and dealing with everything which is affecting you and realizing your dreams, but you are also trying to be more kind to yourself. Once you will actually realize your dream, you are going to be kind to yourself because you are happy with yourself. So try to being happy with yourself. And the last one, am I letting fear to stop me? Again, if you want to realize your dreams, you might be actually in need to start doing it. Don't let the fears affecting you, don't let the others affecting you.
don't let them tell you what you should do. Like literally get everything in your hands because you want to get in your dreams and be kind to yourself. So this is for this week from the Summer Truth. And as I mentioned, I am going to do some more readings yet. I am not finished, I'm not sleepy, so I can go on. I will probably have to leave at some point to making myself a breakfast, but that might be in an hour or something. Dark Mirror. Let's making some more emotions. Yes, no more fears. So if we are having no more fears, we should be also trying to getting some darker emotions to face. And that is very interesting card. We are getting the Parasite. So the Parasite is literally everything sucking out of our happiness, sucking out our emotions, sucking away anything we want to have. So this is literally your parasite. This is the vampire taking away your emotions, your happiness, anything like that. Usually it's some sort of a person. It's not even the parasite like astral parasite or physical parasite. Is more like a person in your life which is affecting you negatively, or maybe you're affecting others negatively. Maybe you're having so low vibrations that you are actually affecting others the way that you're actually bringing their own energy and frequencies down. Maybe this is something you should be dealing with. It's usually happen when we are often sad, complaining, and we don't see anything positive in our life. And yes, the 2022 should be actually very positive year. So now this week is a perfect time to actually deal with that and getting a fresh start in the new year. So this parasite is something to be dealt with. But again, we are getting more. We're not finished with the cards yet, as I mentioned. Now, something I actually like, Beyond Lemuria. I'm just getting all the cards taken. That might be something Anki you may be actually liking from the deck. The deck is very, very cute. So what we should know for this week? Okay, they might be inverted, but okay, give me a second. I need to stop my cat. Because he was trying to making some mess. Oh, that's interesting one. For me it's just sun is rising up because it's early morning. And the little one seems to be unhappy with his breakfast, but it's literally sunny rising up right now. Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to put the light in the room and I'm gonna read it. Well, when I was starting it was dark yet, so I needed the light, but now I don't. And right now, literally, there is a sun. I would show you, but there is not really nice things to show. And hello, Art.co. Please don't forget to follow us to get your free reading. You might be getting one free reading for yourself for following. And right now, we are getting back to the Lemuria, Beyond Lemuria, for this week. This is pretty funny, because I was getting exactly this similar cards for somebody in the reading here today. The vulnerability, the surrender, and the balanced forces. Okay,
So Art Punko, if you want to getting a reading, please write your questions and I will be back in a second with you. Just be sure to write it down. So vulnerability, you might be actually dealing with your own emotions. Everything you are feeling like is making you vulnerable, and your own weaknesses. So it's a good time to actually deal with these emotions which are locking you, which are making you weak, and which are not positive for you. Then you have the card of surrender. Surrender to the universe. Surrender to your guide, surrender to the universe, surrender with everything you have, because the universe will bring you always whatever you need, whatever you really need, not what you want but what you need. So in this way you need to surrender to allow this energy and these forces to actually coming to you and being more positive for you. And in the end you are getting the balanced forces, and these balanced forces are actually going to be helpful for you. They are going to be really positive, and once you will surrender you will try to bring this energy into yourself, and might be actually very positive for you. So the balanced forces will be there, the balance you are seeking you will be actually achieving, and everything will work perfectly. Okay, so let's go. Art Punko, will I have success next year in my art career? Okay, let's try to go with that one. And yes, Anki, that is going to be a very interesting one. That is going to be very interesting one, but that also looks interesting right now. Okay, just give me a second because my little one is making a little mess. He seems to be very stubborn to try to find his treats, so it's making mess because this brings attention to him for some reason. And he woke up and he and he literally is trying to bring attention. Mama, come on, I want some time with you. And yes, that's exactly one, because I have literally a black cat. So he's 8 months old, so he's a little child yet, and the little child needs some attention, especially mama have holidays now, and he's very happy about that at some point. Azzy. Okay, so I was adding some new deck here, which is the running deck. So the first fear, okay, about your question, Art Punk. The first card I am getting is the 9 house, the fate. So the question is if you believe that you will achieve this success. This is the most important one, because your mind and your own beliefs in your own self and your own success are actually something which is affecting everything around you.
energy calls energy. So if you believe in yourself and you will deal with this sort of an energy, then yes, you will have your success. You have also two more cards from this deck here. The body, the physical realm, literally. So this physical one is something which is also very, very connected here. So you might be actually focusing on the earth energy, like energy of the earth element in general, and trying to connect with that, to connect with the more physical parts of your own life, and having faith in yourself. This is the mind here. There's also the Saturn return, the age, but this card is neither positive or negative. The Saturn return is when Saturn is coming literally in the proper way after it was I forgot the name, sorry, but the Saturn is coming back to its normal way of thinking, and there might be some harder time for you for facing the lessons because you need to grow up at some point, like growing with your experience, more mentally growing, and this is affecting the faith literally. So you will have your faith in yourself. You will face that little lessons. It's not very complicated lessons, they are very short ones and little, and then as long as you have this faith here in yourself, everything will be coming smoothly. From the energy deck, I am getting the energy of passion, which is going to help you. The frequency of passion, literally, this is the passion mandala. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within the intensity, moving up from the chaos to calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. So this passion is something we should be focusing on, together with your faith, together with your passion. So it's the cards, maybe you don't say it, but the cards are lying one next to another to showing how they connect. So you have to have faith in your passion, literally in yourself, connecting with this passion, this energy of the fire, and surrounding yourself. The second card is a frequency of the healing. So the healing one is supporting our instincts, ability to restore our health and wellness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything. So this healing and the body energy might be actually something connected here. That you might be using this earth energy into the healing and dealing with your own body, physical body, but also you might be trying to use this earth energy to bring in some sort of passion for yourself. And the healing is helping you to actually deal with this negative influence. If you will face any negative influence coming from the Saturn, this healing will help you transmute it. Like, it wouldn't be forever here, it's going to just simply help you transmute everything. And the last card here is showing the integration, and it's connected with the Saturn. So you are literally showing this integration, the frequency of the integration, which supports your embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive that we perceive as a negative to harmonize it in a balanced symphony of life. So there is some sort of imbalance coming here, the integration of the good and the bad, and you will face this darker side, you will face this your lessons of your own, but you will also learn to actually seeing that these lessons weren't exactly to hurt you or to be negative, they were helping you to bring more positivity. So yes, you will have your help with your career here. And the last one, there is the Urus card, and let me a second, I'm just gonna translate the meaning for that. I'm not that connected with the runes, but this one is not reversed. So there are changes for the better, helping with your healing, but also helping with dealing with your fears and shadows surrounding you. You will have the new opportunities, and you can find anything which is actually helping you. There is also a positive way of moving your career, to bringing new and positive opportunities here. So yes, the Euros card is helping you with that. And after facing some shadows from your Saturn side, yes, you will getting the career positive here. So I hope, Arpang, that this helped you.
Thank you too. I hope that helps. And okay, Anki, maybe you want a reading too. Because if not, I am going to go on more. Okay, so tell me your question. I will simply do your question. I don't think that you can follow us because we are actually using your account for streaming. Because you can tell me your question and I am going to go on. The little one finally decided to looking at the birds, so I was literally placing next to his window a bird feeder, so he can have his favorite birds moving all around him. Okay, let's see for the 2020. At some point I feel like that Black Moon deck is perfect for any sort of the reading. As I mentioned before, that is my favorite deck to make this sort of the readings. Okay, that's fine for me. Okay, and one more deck. You might see the little one in a moment. He's again walking around my altar. Now he decided that it's good time to hide below my altar. Yes, he wants attention and he was sleeping for most of my readings, honestly, so I am actually surprised. I'm not sure how long I am going already, but he was actually pretty decent. Now he's trying to walk over the altar. Okay, you are not seeing that part of my altar, probably. Yes, he definitely wants to help with this reading, but not on the way he should. Okay, so 2020, the first archetype is the village. So the village is close connection between one another, close connection with people, but also close connection with yourself. Like village is some sort of an... Okay, let's see if this card will hold. So the village is literally the energy which is helping you to slow down, to bring this positive change, to actually affect everything more positively. And it's also helping you to bring this slow time And because it's a slow time, it's also giving you time for yourself, for your own needs, your own emotions, everything what you need, but also for the others which are close to you. So it's going to be a very year connected with people surrounding you, connected with your friends. And yes, he's very curious. He's now playing with my charger. Gladly it's a broken charger, so he can play with that. And this 2020 is going to be, sorry, not 2020, 2022. Sorry. This year is going to be simply slow, connected with yourself and with your friends and close ones to you. So it's going to be positive in that way. But at the same time, there is much of which be happening here. We have the fifth house, the creativity. We have the Taurus, we have also the fourth house, the roots. So this is the creativity card here, stand up card. So this creative card is showing that this year will be connected much with creativity. It's going to be connected much with positive emotions, creativity, expressing this creativity in any form, and surrounding us with this energy that we will be bringing anything we want into the life here. We are creative, will be expanding, our consciousness will be also dealing with many creative ideas and things in your life in this time. At the same time, we have Taurus, I have. So this I have is already your, okay, it's not going to work that as I hope. Sorry. But the Taurus I have, this one is going to help with this attention, what you want, what you already have, and also being creative into using that. But at the same time, you can getting more, you can focus on getting more on key, and you can also focusing on bringing this positive change, but also having more and expressing that you are grateful for what you already have. This will help you actually to bring some more positive energy, and also as I mentioned before, energy cores energy. You're grateful for what you have, you get more. So this way you're getting even more and more. But we also have the fourth house, the roots. And the roots energy is going to help us with connecting us to our ancestral roots and ancestral behaviors, but also our origins, not only on the earth but outside the earth. And this energy also is going to be very important to bring some sort of change, transformation, change in our consciousness for actually expressing that. So your ancestors, your original family, your soul family might be the roots you are needing, might be something which is going to help you deeper your magic, deeper your connection with them, your consciousness, and then expressing that. So yes. And from the energy side, we are getting three cards also. The divine feminine. So the feminine energy, the creative energy, and this is funny because this card stands below this fifth house creativity. So this creativity should be actually brought into the life with your feminine energy. Not exactly, it might be for some by born a child or something like that, but I feel it's more like emotions, like connecting with them, like bringing the changes and expressing your feminine energy in general. Not only by being creative about that, but also being creative and helpful for the others, bringing this feminine energy into the life, like a caring energy, emotional side, everything like that. Will show there are many ways to actually show it, and being creative about that too. This is also what is very important here for you. For the I have card, I have discernment. So this energy supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance, detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. So that is also something you might be actually able to do once you connect with your roots, and once you connect with your feeling of gratitude, you will be able to see the others from this balanced energy and helping them too because of this balanced energy. Like you are going to guide them at some point into this balance on their own. So what you have, the gifts you have, you are just simply going to share them with the others. But on the same time, you're going it not because of egoistic purposes, but because you actually want to do that. It's something you are actually happy to do that. And the last one, this is consciousness card, and this one is connected with the roots. So the consciousness card is supporting our ability to focus our attention on all multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our own reality. So this is connecting with the roots. You're connecting your own roots, your original roots, your original life, and bringing this consciousness into the life. So for you, this year will bring much of the change in your own consciousness, and that also connects with this Taurus and seeing the others from the place of inner balance. This is also giving you some sort of imbalance, bringing this balance to you, and helping you bring that to the world around you. So that will be 2022 for you. That sounds like a pretty interesting one on the spiritual side, honestly. So I am going to pack the cards. Does anyone else in here wants a reading? Please follow us to get a free reading. Once you are following us, you might be actually doing it. Yes, I think it would be for sure it will be the golden age for you. And for the world, I was already making some readings for the next time. So yes, I think it might be actually being some sort of a transformation for the world, and also starting of something positive and the golden age for the world too. I was focusing mostly about you here in this reading, but yes, I think it will be really good one. Okay, so I suppose I am going to slowly finish this reading. I will do one more. I think I want to finish at the perfect hour, at the 9 hours. So we have still 5 minutes, and I am going to getting one more deck yet. It was pretty long night for me, honestly. But yeah, we are going here. And I am trying to stop my cat from destroying half of the room. He will have to wait 5 more minutes. He probably feels that the people in the house woke up too, and he wants to go to them. Well, I am pretty sure it's long. I was starting it when I wrote on the Discord, so it should be over 2 hours already, I think. I am happy that you are happy for that read, honestly. Okay, let's see. That one more. Okay. Last one. I am just getting one more deck, and that will be here. Okay, so for the next week in general for everyone in the world, there are many emotions happening around in here. The first one is the emotional card from the
love oracle. This is the golden mirror. The golden mirror is about being egoistic, narcissist, and self-absorbed. But this week should be like that. You should be focusing on yourself, not on the others, not on anything else in your life, but on yourself. You are being alone with yourself. You are being happy with your own being, and that should be expressed in here. So for the next week, anyone will be actually very narcissistic, very focusing on themselves, demanding this sort of an energy. But at the same time, it's something we need and actually should be using in this week, especially with the energy of the jewel, when we had the sun waking up. As we already know, this energy was actually spreading some sort of an light and bringing more power to ourselves. So because of that, we are going to actually being a little egoistic, but it's something good. We might be actually focusing on bringing this sort of positive emotions to ourselves. At the same time, we have also the goddess power oracle here, one of my favorite cards, the Lilith, the independence. So we are going to be independent, we are going to be focusing on ourselves, we have the power, we claim the power, we are the power. Yes, exactly, Anki. We need the time for ourselves, but at the same time, this week, as much as I made for the zodiacs, is being to be surrounded with the people in general, but we'll be egoistic a bit, but we climb our independence here. We are focusing on ourselves, bringing this energy to ourselves. Is the time to being not even alone, but simply expressing ourselves. Literally, we want to express ourselves. Is the best time to do that. We are independent, we're climbing this energy, we are not letting anyone telling us otherwise, we are not waiting for others to do whatever they want or what we are asking them for. We are simply doing whatever we feel like doing, and we're doing it, literally. And the next one we have, also from the same oracle, we have Lakshmi. Lakshmi is connected with the fortune, so we're climbing our fortune. We are independent, we want our fortune, we grab the fortune, literally. So we're focusing on whatever fits us and whatever is happy for us. So this one might be actually something very positive here, and we are also bringing the change we want. We want our fortune, we want abundance, we are being independent to achieving it, and we are achieving it. We are focusing on that because this is what we want. We are realizing our dreams, and we are dealing with our dreams. And the last one is revelation. So that might be like some sort of an energy change for some people at some point. I feel it's more like many people are not realizing that they are using others in order to actually bring something for themselves, and now they will be forced to face it. Like the people will start being more independent, and they will be literally forced to see that they have to do things on their own, and that might be also some sort of a revelation for them. They are not ready for that at some point, but they will be forced to do that. So whatever happens, it happens because you have to do that, not anyone else but you. And the last card from the Lemuria one, it's awakened awareness. So all that energy, all that ego energy is also being balanced, and this is opening our awareness. It's awakening it. It's awakening our abilities, awakening our own power, awakening everything what we need. And because of that, we are literally showing this awareness to the others, that we are aware of ourselves, we are aware of what power we have, we are aware of our own possibilities and options, and we are claiming it. Literally, we are claiming it. It's the best time to realize that. It's the best time to actually hide that, not even hide that, but use that. And literally, you're showing it, but you are not screaming it. You are growing, you are showing this growth, but you are not forcing others into seeing that, and you are literally bringing the change for your own good. So we're claiming that, we're claiming anything which is helping us, and we are literally bringing the change. We're awakening our spirit. We're also awakening any sort of an awareness for us. We are starting to see everything how it is. We are also bringing this some sort of an breaking the illusions, because we are literally breaking the illusions. We are changing the world. We are changing our world. We are become more aware how everything works. We're aware of the people around us, how they behave, and how they are actually using us or not using us, and everything like that. So we are claiming this energy. We are becoming more independent. We are more aware of everything, and this energy is helping us to grow. Is helping us to actually deal with everything else. So that will be everything from me for today. I think that was pretty long reading, so I am very happy that I could do it. And I guess I will see you soon with the next ones. I might actually go tomorrow with the readings too, but for that I will start maybe later. Not at 5 a.m. But I hope everyone got their reading, everyone enjoyed it, and I was very happy to do that. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for these readings, and we are going to stop right now. Thank you and see you.